Good morning, students.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good morning, ma'am.
So we have completed Z transform. Now today we will start chapter 4, that is stability theory. Stability theory of difference equations. So up to now our discussion was confined to only one difference equation. Now in this chapter we are going to study linear system of linear difference equations. Stability theory of system of linear difference equations. So many times in real life mathematical models are based on which contains many unknown quantities rather than one. So we will consider here the system of n equations in n unknowns. Okay. So for that, we will start with initial value problems for linear system. So consider the following system of equations. Consider the system of the form u1 t plus 1 is equal to a11 t u1 t plus a12 t u2 t plus so on a1n of t un t plus f1 t. Second say u2 t plus 1 u2 t plus 1 is equal to a21 t u1 t plus a22 t u2 t plus and so on a2n t un t plus f2 t and so on. Say last one as un t plus 1 is equal to an1 of t u1 t plus an2 of t u2 t plus and so on ann of t un t plus fn t. For t is equal to a plus 1 discrete values, a plus 2 and so on. Okay, so this is system of n equations in n unknowns. Which are unknowns here? Which are unknowns? u1t, u2t, unt. These are unknown functions. FITs are known functions. AITs are also AII or AIJs are also known functions. Here we can write Aij of t I is equal to 1 to n, j is also 1 to n, and FIT I is equal to 1 to n are known quantities. Okay, known functions. While which are unknown functions? While u1t u1t or I can say uit I is equal to 1 to n are unknown functions. Okay, so this is the system of n equations in n unknowns. Now this system, if I want to write in equivalent matrix form, how I can write? You already studied in linear algebra. The above system can be written in an equivalent matrix form as follows. I can write this as u at t plus 1 is equal to capital matrix A of t, u of t plus f of t. This is vector where u, a, f, these are vectors. U number 4.1, where what is what is u of t? What is u of t? It is u1t, u2t, un t. It is n by 1 vector. Okay, matrix. You can say matrix or vector. Okay, what is a of t? Is matrix t up to a1n t, a21t, a22t, ann. Sorry. And last one is an1t, an2t, ann. This is n by n matrix. And what is f of t? What is f of t? f1t, f2t, fn t. This is also n by 1 vector or matrix. Is that okay? U at t plus 1 will be what? u1 t plus 1, u2 t plus 1, un t plus 1. So it is left hand side of our system of equations. Right hand side is you just take product with this a of t, u of t. So it will be a11t, u1t, a12t, u2t, and so on, a1nt, unt. That will be my first equation. And what is plus f1t? Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is whatever 4.1 I have written, that is nothing but, that is not only one difference equation, actually it is system of difference n equations in n unknowns. Okay, system of n difference equations in n unknowns. So now to study system 4.1 or equation 4.1 includes the study of equation 4.1 includes the nth order scalar equation this is my matrix or vector, you can say vector equation. So the study of equation 4.1 includes nth order scalar equation, which we already studied, pnt y at t plus n plus pn minus 1 of t y at t plus n minus 1 and so on, p0t y at t is equal to r of t. Number 4.2 as a special case. So how we can, so if we study this 4.1, it is nothing but the study of this equation. scalar equation p and t y at t plus n and so on. So for this, to see this, let's define let yt be solution of equation 4.2 and define ui of t is equal to y at t plus I minus 1 or I less than equal to n, t is equal to a plus 1 and so on. Then the vector function u of t with components. What are the components? uit satisfies equation 4.1. Equation 4.1 if a of t is nothing but uh, 0, 0, or I will write here 0, 1, 0, then so on up to 0, then 0, 0, 1, then 0 up to 0 and so on. So 0, 0, 0, 0 up to 1 and last is minus p0t upon pnt minus p1t upon pnt p2t minus p2t upon pnt and so on. Last is minus pn minus 1 of t upon pnt. And f of t is 0, 0, 0 and last is rt upon pnt. Can you see this? What we are saying? The study of equation 4.1. The study of equation 4.1. What is my equation 4.1? U at t plus 1 is equal to u at t plus 1 is equal to a of t, u of t is equal to ft. Includes the nth order scalar equation. This scalar equation already nth order equation we have seen as a special case. So how we can see this? So let yt be, we will define if yt is a solution of 4.1 or 4.2, then we define, if we define uit is equal to y of t plus I minus 1, then the vector function ut with components uit satisfies equation 4.1 provided that a of t is this one and f of t is this one, new matrix. Okay, how? Let's what is my, okay, first let me write that 4.2. What is the from 4.2? What is y at t plus 1? T plus n. I can write as rt upon pnt minus pn minus 1 of t upon pnt minus Pn minus 2 of t upon Pnt and so on, minus P2t upon wait, okay, wait. You can see here, divide by P and T on both sides and then take these values that side. So what, how I can write? Minus Pn minus 1 of t upon Pnt into what will be there, y at t plus n minus 1 minus Pn minus 2 of t upon Pnt y at t plus n minus 2 and minus minus last one is P0t upon Pnt. What will be here, y of t. Is that okay? This is from equation 4.2. I am dividing by Pnt on both sides and then taking LHS to RHS side. Only y at t plus 1 I am t plus n I am keeping this side. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now what is this this one? What is y at t plus n minus 1? By our definition of UIT, it is UNT, right? Y at t plus n minus 2 is nothing but my un minus 1 of t, right? And what is yt? Yt is nothing but my just u1t. What is u1t? If I substitute I is equal to 1 in this one, can you see this?
Yes.
If I substitute I is equal to 1 in this equation, UIT is equal to y of t plus I minus 1. What is u1t? Y at t. 1 minus 1 will be 0. So yt. u1t will be yt. What is u2t? It is y at t plus 1. T plus 1?
T plus
So what is u3t? It is y at t plus 2.
y t plus 2.
And that only I have written here. Okay, so this is equivalent to this is equivalent to this, and this is equivalent to this by our definition of UIT. Okay, so but what is u1t plus 1? But what is u1t plus 1? It is y at t plus 1.
T plus 1.
What is u2t plus 1? Y at t plus 2.
Y t plus 2.
What is u3t plus 1? Or that only I am writing here, y at t plus 3 and so on. What is un t plus 1? It is y at
t plus n.
t plus n. Okay, we can not, but we can write since we have this, and but we are having u1t is nothing but yt, u2t is nothing but y at t plus 1 by our definition. U3t is nothing but what is U3t?
Y t plus
Y at t plus 2
t
and
plus
so
2.
on. So what is my UNT?
Y
UNT
t
is
plus
y at
n
t
minus 1.
plus n minus 1.
Minus
Is that right?
minus 1.
By
Yes.
our definition. Okay. So what this implies? This implies U1t plus 1 is nothing but U2t. U1t plus 1 is nothing but U2t. You can see here.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that right? So u1 t plus 1 is nothing
Yes.
but u2 t, comma. What is u2 t plus 1? It is u3 t,
U.
and so on. What is un minus 1 of t plus 1? It is unt, right? So this implies unt can be written as minus p0t upon pnt u1t minus p1t upon pnt u2t, and so minus and so on, minus pn minus 1 of t upon pnt unt plus rt upon f of t, not f of t, pnt. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Y at
ma'am.
t plus n is nothing but my, where is that? Yes, r of t upon pnt minus this pn minus 1 of t upon pnt u and t, and so on. And what is y at t plus n? It is u n t. It will be u n t plus 1, na? u n t plus 1. This one is u n t plus 1, not u n t. u n t plus 1. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, so I can write my matrix A of t is equal to this form, and f of t will be 0, 0, 0 rt upon p and t. Is that right? You can see here u at t plus 1. Where is that? u1 at t plus 1 is y at t plus 1 I want. Is that okay? So here second term will be 1, third term will be here 1. Here last term is 1, and last one, this un t plus 1, we can write like this. un t plus 1 we can write like this. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Therefore, so this is just explanation of that. You can say this is rough part. So the matrix A of t in equation 4.3, in equation 4.3 is called companion matrix. Companion matrix of equation 4.2. What is my A of t? This one. This we will give 4.3. This matrix, this A of t is called as तुम्हाला थोडं उशिरा दिसतं का?
Oh, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this matrix A of t in equation 4.3 is called as companion matrix of equation 4.2. Conversely, if ut solves equation 4.1 with A of t and f of t given in 4.3, then yt is equal to u1t is a solution of equation 4.2. So we can write this as a theorem theorem 4.1 we can write for each t0 in a comma a plus 1 comma a plus 2 and so on, and each n vector u0 comma equation 4.1 has a unique solution ut defined for t is equal to t0, t0 plus 1 and so on, so that u at t0 is nothing but u0. So whatever system we have seen in this, we are saying A of t is dependent on t. Suppose my A is independent of t, then it will be just a this, you can see this matrix, this matrix, A of t. If it is not dependent on t, means entries of the matrix are just scalars, not functions of t, then its solution, what it this 4.1 will reduce to, let me write it. Assume that A is independent of t, means all coefficients in the system are constants, that is all coefficients in the system 4.1 no? System 4.1 are constants, means that matrix is a scalar matrix, not functions. The entries of that matrix are not functions, and if f of t is equal to 0, then the solution okay, first then the equation 4.1 reduces to, how I can write that 4.1? U at t plus 1 is equal to a times ut, because ft is 0, right?
Yes.
What is my 4.1? Can you see this? This is my 4.1. A of t is just with constant entries and f of t is 0. So this 4.1 will reduce to u at t plus 1 is equal to a is just matrix of constants into ut. That is my, I will give this as 4. Say it is 4.4. Many times we have to consider this one only now. Satisfying the initial reduces to this. Then the solution ut of equation 4.4 satisfying the initial condition u at 0 equal to u0 is given by, what will be solution? Given by ut is equal to a raised to t u0 A is matrix where t is equal to 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Are you convinced with this? What is u at t plus 1? A raised to t plus 1 u0. And what is this? A raised to t u0. So LHS is equal to RHS, means a raised to t u0 is the solution of this difference equation 4.4. Actually it is system of equations, but we can write its solution in this form. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Hence, the solution of equation 4.4 can be calculated by can be found by calculating the powers of A. Matrix A. A is a matrix. A raised to T we have to find now. Okay. So for this we will see one real life example. Population of American bison. We'll see this example. It is given, let me, to write it only. I might have written only. Can you see this? Can you read this? Let
Yes,
be the
ma'am.
population vector of American bison, or I have to write it again? Not necessary.
We can see, ma'am.
So let here I will write ut is equal to u1t, u2t, u3t. आतापर्यंत लिहून झालं असतं माझं. Okay. Anyway, let again here are some problem. Okay, let me write only. And I delete. Let ut is equal to u1t, u2t, u3t be the population vector of American bison where u1t, u2t, u3t denote the number of calves, yearlings and adults. Okay, you read this after that. Hello. हाँ बोलो. And what is U3 denotes? And adults respectively after T years. Assume that each year the number of newborns is 42% of the number of adults. Number of adults from the previous year. And assume further that each year 60% of the calves live to become yearlings. 75% of the yearlings becomes adults, and 95% of the adults survive to live the following year. Then the population vector UT satisfies the following linear system, following system of equations. Okay, first try to understand this. We are saying let UT be the population vector of American bison. Bison means buffalo. Okay, where U1T, U2T, and U3T. U1T denotes the number of calves. Calves means वासरू जन्मताच. काल्स माहित आहे ना सगळ्यांना? काफ वासरू.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
इयरलिंग्स म्हणजे 1 ते 2 वर्षामधलं ते, म्हणजे वासरूपेक्षा थोडं मोठं, आणि अडल्ट म्हणजे त्याच्यापेक्षा मोठे. म्हणजे त्यांनी त्या पॉप्युलेशन 3 वेक्टर्स मध्ये डिवाइड केलेली आहे, U1T, U2T and U3T. आणि त्याच्या what they are saying, they denote the number of calves, yearlings and adults after T years. Okay, so assume that each year number of newborns is 42% of the number of adults from the previous year. म्हणजे मागच्या वर्षी जेवढे adults होते तर number of newborns त्या वर्षी किती राहतील? 42% of the previous years ला जेवढे adults होते तेवढे. Is that okay? So U1T किती राहील? U1T plus 1 किती राहील? From that
42%.
U1T plus 1. U1T plus 1 काय आहे? Number of calves at T plus 1 years. ते किती राहतील? 42%. 42% of the म्हणजे 0.42 of U3T adults. म्हणजे माझे U3T ने डिनोट करतोय आपण नंबर ऑफ अडल्ट फ्रॉम द प्रीवियस इयर. प्रीवियस इयरला म्हणजे ऍट T इयर्सला जेवढे नंबर ऑफ अडल्ट्स आहेत त्याच्या 42%, त्याच्या 42% म्हणजे 0.42 U3T एवढे किती काय राहतील हे U1 ऍट T plus 1 म्हणजे पुढच्या वर्षी जे न्यू बॉर्न्स राहतील ते एवढे राहतील. इज दॅट ओके दिस इक्वेशन?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What is next assumption? Assume further that each year 60% of the cows live to become yearlings. म्हणजे जे वासरू आहे त्याच्यातले 60% इयरलिंग्स होतात. म्हणजे इयरलिंग्स पुढच्या वर्षी किती इयरलिंग्स राहतील? व्हॉट इज द U2T+1 then? Yearlings we are denoting by U2. So U2 at T+1 will be 60% of the calves. 60% of the calves. Calves we are denoting by U1T, right? Is that okay?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
And what is the last one? Each year yearlings, and 75% of the yearlings becomes adults. आता adults किती राहतील बघा. Adults means next year ला adults किती राहतील? U3 at T+1 will be 75% of the yearlings. 75% of the yearlings म्हणजे 0.75 into yearlings we are denoting by U2T. Right? And what is, and 95% of the adults, जे काही मागच्या वर्षीचे अडल्ट्स आहे त्याच्यामधले 95% सर्वाइव्ह होतात, तर मग ते पण ऍड होतील याच्यामध्ये. सो 0.95 टाइम्स U3T. इज दॅट ओके?
Yes, ma'am.
So whatever assumptions has been given, from that we have written three equations in three unknowns, right? So this only I can write in matrix form as UT U at T+1 is equal to A times U at T, where A is what? A is 3/3 matrix. How I can write this is, so this equation, first equation, how I can write? 0 times U1T plus 0 times U2T plus 0.42 times U3T, right? So 0, 0 and 0.42.
0.42.
Yes. And second equation, how I can write? 0.60. Second is 0, third is also 0. And here first 0, then
0.75.
0.95.
0.95.
What is my UT? UT is nothing but U1T, U2T, U3T. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So the population vector U of T satisfies the system of equations, or the linear system we can say, the system, that is we can write here, that is in matrix form, this one, where A is this 3/3 matrix. And what is UT? UT is my U1T, U2T, U3T. Is that okay? So do you understand this problem?
Yes, ma'am.
I want to delete. So from this we will come to know how many number of American bisons will be there. Means number of calves, number of yearlings, and number of adults at T years. Whatever may be that year, how many will be there, that we can easily calculate if we know the solution of this system of equations. Is that okay? So in this chapter we are going to see how to solve it.
Yes, ma'am.
Also. So now, so before going to see the solution of this system of equations, we will require to revise some concepts of linear algebra. So let's revise some concepts of linear algebra. So everybody know eigenvalue, eigenvector.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is eigenvalue? I have to read or okay. Equation AU is equal to lambda U has a non-trivial solution U for some lambda, then that lambda is called eigenvalue of matrix A. Is that right? Consider
Yes,
this
ma'am.
matrix equation. AU is equal to lambda U. If the value of the parameter lambda for which this equation AU is equal to lambda U has a non-trivial solution is called eigenvalue, right? The value of the lambda for which AU is equal to lambda U has a non-trivial solution is called as eigenvalue of the matrix A. If A is a matrix, okay, this is already you know. And what is eigenvector? What is eigenvector? That non-trivial solution, corresponding non-trivial solution is called as eigenvector, right? Of matrix A and corresponding non-trivial solution U is called eigenvector of A corresponding to eigenvalue lambda. Right? Corresponding non-trivial solution U is called eigenvector of A corresponding to eigenvalue lambda. So the eigenvalues of A satisfies the characteristic equation. Satisfies the characteristic equation. Which equation it satisfies? Determinant of
A minus lambda
A
is equal
minus
to
lambda.
A minus lambda I or lambda I
Lambda
minus A is equal to 0,
0.
0.
where I
Identity.
is an n by n identity matrix. So an eigenvalue, next definition, an eigenvalue is said to be simple when when it is said to be simple, if its multiplicity is
1.
1, if its multiplicity as a root of characteristic equation is 1, and so eigenvalues may be repeated, may be all distinct, right, or may be complex values also, real, complex, it depends. So lambda may be a complex number. And another definition is spectrum of A. The spectrum of A is denoted by sigma of A. What is it? Sigma of A. It is set of all eigenvalues of A. Is called as spectrum of A. The spectrum of A is denoted by sigma of A. It is nothing but set of all eigenvalues of A. Okay. So what is spectrum of A is nothing but set of spectrum of A. And what is spectral radius of A? The largest म्हणण्यापेक्षा modulus, maximum of modulus of lambda. The spectral radius of A is denoted by radius of A is denoted by R of A and is given by R of A is equal to maximum of mod lambda. Lambda is an eigenvalue. Lambda belongs to spectrum of A. Sigma of A. Spectrum of A म्हणजे consider all eigenvalues of A, then take modulus and take maximum of that. That is nothing but your spectral radius of A. Okay, this you might have did in your linear algebra, all these things. Eigenvalue, eigenvector, how to find eigenvalue, eigenvector, spectral radius, right? Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So you know these all concepts. Find the eigenvalues and eigenvalues, eigenvectors and spectral radius. For the matrix A is equal to 2 by 2 matrix only 0, 1, minus 2, minus 3. Can you find the eigenvalue, eigenvector for this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, while solving system of difference equation, we have to always find eigenvalue, eigenvector. So, I am not going into calculations how to find eigenvalues, eigenvectors. I will just consider these are the eigenvalues, these are the eigenvectors, and then we will go to the next step. Okay? You can find how you find eigenvalues.
Determinant of A minus
characteristic. Yes. Yes. So what is the characteristic equation?
determinant of minus lambda. Determinant of matrix.
A is determinant of A minus lambda I. Or determinant of A minus lambda I is equal to 0. So what is determinant of A minus lambda I here? A is 0. You can write 0, 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus lambda times I. I means 1, 0, 0, 1, which is equal to 0. Is that right? So determinant of which matrix? 0 minus lambda, 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus lambda is equal to 0. Is that right? So minus lambda, minus 3 minus lambda plus 2 is equal to 0. So 3 lambda plus lambda square. 3 lambda plus lambda square plus 2 is equal to 0.
Zero.
Or lambda square plus 3 lambda plus 2 is equal to, that is lambda square plus 3 lambda plus 2 is equal to 0. What are the roots? Lambda plus 1, lambda
Lambda
plus
is
2
2.
is equal to 0. So lambda is equal to minus 1
minus
and
1,
minus 2.
minus
So
2,
what are the
minus 3.
eigenvalues? Which are the eigenvalues? So if it is n by n matrix, how many eigenvalues it will have? N
N,
eigenvalues, because characteristic equation will be of degree n, right? It will have n. It at most have n distinct eigenvalues. Okay. So what is spectrum? What is sigma of A? It is minus 1, minus 2, right? And what is I want to find this also, no? Okay, first we will write spectral radius of A. What is spectral radius of A? Maximum of mod lambda. Lambda belongs to sigma of A. Means what? Maximum of
1, 2.
Maximum of mod of minus 2. Minus 1
maximum
common.
of mod of minus 1, mod
And
of
1
minus 2. What is that then? It is
2.
2. So
2,
spectral radius is
2.
A is 2. Okay. Eigenvalues are this. Spectral radius is 2. Now we want to find eigenvectors. To find eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to minus 1. How we find corresponding to minus 1 eigenvector? A minus lambda I into u is equal to
0.
0. So A minus lambda, what is my A? A is my, what is this? A 0, 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus lambda I. So lambda I means 0 lambda. So u you can say as u1 comma u2, which is equal to say 0, 0. Is that okay? This is also, this is vector. So characteristic polynomial you consider, and for lambda is equal to -1, you substitute here. Okay. So what is a minus lambda I? Minus lambda 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus lambda. u1 u2 is equal to 0 0. So for lambda is equal to -1, equation 1 becomes, what is it becomes? 1 minus 2 minus 3 plus
minus 2.
minus u1 u2 0 0. Just solve this now. u1 plus u2 is equal to 0 and minus 2 u1 minus 2 u2 is equal to 0, right? So again this implies u1 plus u2 is equal to 0, right? These two are nothing but same. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So these two equations we are getting one only. So let u1 is equal to k. u1 is equal to minus u2. So let u2 is equal to k, constant. Then what is u1? u1 will be minus k. Therefore, the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to -1 is given by, what is that? u1 u2 is nothing but u1 is minus k, u2 is k. So k times -1 1. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And now can you find corresponding to lambda is equal to -2? Consider now for lambda is equal to -2, equation 1 becomes, what it becomes?
2, 1 minus 2 minus 1.
2 1 na? 2 1 minus 2 minus 1. 2 1 minus 2 minus 1 na?
Yes.
u1 u2 0 0. Just solve this. 2u1 plus u2 is equal to 0. Second, minus 2u1 minus u2 is equal to 0. So this both implies only one equation. 2u1 plus u2 is equal to 0. So let u1 is equal to k. Then what is u2? Minus 2 times k.
Okay.
Right? Therefore, the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to -2 is u1 u2, which is equal to k times 1 minus
Minus 2.
right? So that is my eigenvector. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So now you can do other. Let me homework. Find the spectrum and spectral radius of. Also find eigenvectors. So find eigenvalues, eigenvectors, spectrum of a matrix, and spectral radius. For the matrices, for the matrix A 2 2 2 minus 1, B 3 2 4 2 0 2 4 2 3. C 3 2 minus 5 1. B is 3 by 3 matrix, so it will have 3 eigenvalues and corresponding eigenvectors. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Minus 6, minus 6, minus 1, 1, 2, 3, minus 6, minus 7. Remaining things we will see tomorrow. Okay. For today, this much is. Let me download the attendance. If any doubts are there, then you can ask. What about that feedback form? Everybody filled it? Attendance?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So attendance, whenever you present only that you have tick mark, no? You have checked that attendance?
Yes, ma'am.
I am going to check it. Okay. So if any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, you can leave the lecture. No doubts? So you can leave the lecture now.